All right, hello second grade students. Today for social studies we are going to be looking at reading a map and specifically how to read what is called cardinal directions. All right, so first off we have to know what exactly are cardinal directions. So cardinal directions, or you might also see cardinal points, are the four main directions or points of the compass, which are north, east, south, and west. And then these directions are also written in short form as just the letter N, the letter E, the letter S, and the letter W. So let's take a look at what the Cardinal Rose looks like. So the Cardinal Rose, the top is always going to be north, right is always going to be east, the bottom is always going to be south, and the left is always going to be west. So now when I was in grade school, I was always taught the never eat soggy Wheaties to help me remember which point is which. So you always start with the top and you go to the right and then you go down and to the left. So north, east, south, west. So never eat soggy Wheaties. All right, so now we're going to be talking specifically about north and south. And north and south have a really cool thing to do with the poles of the earth. So north and south are directed towards the north and south poles of the earth. The earth's rotation defines east and west. So the sun rises in the morning in the east and sets in the evening in the west. So in our picture here, this might be kind of confusing because we just said that the sun rises in the morning in the east and sets in the evening in the west. And remember, west is to the left, but on our picture here, it's showing east on the left side and west on the right side. But on the bottom, it says that we're facing south from the northern hemisphere. So in this picture, it's just flipped around. But the nice thing is that the sun always rises in the morning in the east and it always sets in the evening in the west. So when you wake up in the morning and you see the sun rising, you always know that that is going to be east. And at night, when the sun is setting, you always know that that is west. So that's one way that if you're outside and you don't have a compass or you don't have your phone to look up what direction you are, you can always use which way the sun is traveling to help you find what your direction is. All right, now we're going to talk real quick about Earth's magnetic field, and this is actually a pretty cool concept. So if a needle is magnetized and allowed to move freely, for example, if you floated it on water, it will align itself with the Earth's magnetic field, which is almost in the same direction as north. So if you just took a magnetized needle, set it on the water and let it float, it will automatically start to turn itself or align itself with the direction of north. So that's pretty cool. So the direction of the needle in this situation is called magnetic north, which in some places differs from the direction of the North Pole by just a few degrees, but otherwise that magnetized needle is always going to align itself by itself in the direction of north. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's look at some IXL examples here. So the question is asking us, which of these states is farthest south? And they also, on IXL, they give us our compass rose down here, our cardinal directions. So it says, which of these states is farthest south? So remember, south is at the bottom, so we want to look for which state is the farthest to the bottom. So they give us New York, Michigan, Wyoming, and hey, even Arizona's on here. So remember, we want the state that is farthest south, so the farthest down on our map, which, hey, happens to be Arizona. All right, so let's look at one more example here. So this time it says, which of these states are north of Florida? Select all that apply. So we could have more than one. So this time it says, which of these states are north of Florida? So we need to know two things for this one. First, we need to know which way is north, and we also need to know where is the state of Florida. So remember, north is always pointing up. So on our compass rose, it is the farthest up. And we also need to find where is the state of Florida. And they labeled Florida for us. So we need to figure out which of these states are above Florida. So they give us Maine, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and California. And for this one, it's actually going to be all four states listed. So it's going to be Maine, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and California because they're all above where Florida is. All right, and that is our lesson for today.